Adaobi Okafor had always believed that love could heal anything. But that belief began to shake the day she moved to the city and met Emeka Nwachukwu. Emeka was everything she admired. Hardworking, handsome, respectful, and full of dreams. Their love grew fast, like fire on dry grass. They planned a wedding, dreamed of a future, and whispered promises under mango trees in the cool evening breeze. But Adaobi had no idea that Emeka carried a secret heavy enough to break a woman's spirit. The secret was named Madame Nzaka, Emeka's mother. The woman disliked Adaobi from the very moment she met her. She said Adaobi was too poor, too gentle, and not strong enough to control a big family. Emeka tried to defend Adaobi. "Mama, I love her. She completes me." But Madame Nzaka only glared at Adaobi with cold eyes. "What you call love will destroy you." The words sat like a curse. One Friday evening, Emeka invited Adaobi to his family home. She wore her best Ankara dress, with her long black braids falling gently around her shoulders. But the moment Madame Nzaka saw her, she hissed, "You again?" She forced Adaobi to kneel for hours under the sun, claiming it was tradition. Adaobi's knees burned, but she endured in silence. Later that night, Emeka apologized endlessly, holding her hands with trembling frustration. "I will fight for us," he whispered. She smiled weakly. She believed him. That was her mistake. The wedding was set. Invitations had been printed. Adaobi's family danced with joy. But 1 week before the event, Madame Nzaka called Adaobi privately. Her voice was cold. "If you marry my son, I will destroy you and your family. Leave him, or suffer." Adaobi froze. She wanted to run. She wanted to scream. But all she did was whisper, "I love him." Madame Nzaka laughed darkly. Love doesn't win against a mother's curse. Adaobi went home that night with swollen eyes. She did not tell Emeka. She did not want him to fight his own mother. But the silence came with a heavy price. On the morning of the traditional wedding, Adaobi fainted. Her heartbreak had taken her strength. When she woke up at the hospital, she saw Emeka beside her, crying. But his tears did not stop what happened next. Madame Nzaka stormed into the room and pointed her finger at Adaobi. "This girl will never be my son's wife," Emeka shouted, fought, begged. But his mother dragged him out. Adaobi remained on the hospital bed, heart shattered. Emeka never returned. Obiora Okafor, Adaobi's cousin, stayed by her side throughout her darkest days. He had loved her silently for years, hiding his feelings because she was in love with Emeka. But he never left her. When Adaobi cried herself to sleep, he covered her with a blanket. When she struggled to eat, he cooked for her. When she lost hope, he reminded her to breathe. Little by little, Adaobi's heart began to heal. But destiny was not finished with her. One rainy afternoon, months later, Emeka appeared at Adaobi's doorstep soaked with rain and regret. "Ada, please forgive me. I never married. I never loved anyone else." Adaobi stared at him, shocked, confused, angry, heartbroken. Before she could speak, Obiora stepped beside her. The two men locked eyes. Unspoken tension filled the air. For the first time, Adaobi saw the truth. Emeka loved her, but he was weak. Obiora loved her, and he was loyal. She walked toward Emeka slowly. "I waited for you," she whispered. "But you didn't wait for me." Emeka dropped to his knees. "Ada, please." She stepped back. "I choose peace. I choose the man who stood with me when my world collapsed." She turned toward Obiora. His eyes widened with surprise and love. Emeka cried helplessly in the rain as Adaobi walked away with Obiora. A year later, Adaobi and Obiora welcomed their first child, Aoi. Home full of laughter replaced the tears she once knew. Emeka moved to another city, broken but wiser. His mother later fell ill, realizing too late the damage she had caused loved one. But not the love people expected. It was the love that stayed. My dear viewers, this story teaches us something very important. Sometimes in life, the people we love the most are not the ones who will stand by us. Adaobi loved with all her heart. But love alone was not enough. What truly saved her was peace, kindness, and the person who never left her side. This story reminds us that the right person is not the one who talks the loudest. It is the one who stays when the world turns against you. Many of us have faced moments where people judged us, misunderstood us, or pushed us aside. But just like Adaobi, your destiny can never be stopped by anybody. What is meant for you will always find you. My people, if this story touched your heart, please subscribe to EarnWithVibe TV for more true life emotional lessons like this. Your support keeps this channel growing, and I appreciate every one of you. And don't forget, you can watch my next video right at the top of your screen. Make sure you click it and continue this journey with me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting, and God bless you.